start our class today. Okay, so what I was telling that today we are going to do caro kann defense. Okay, so today we are going to do caro kann defense, and today would be an introduction, but in a depth of 16 to 20 moves. Means I will first introduce to the caro kann and how was caro kann invented or introduced in the game. Why caro kann entered in the chessboard. Second thing, I am gonna teach you all the different main 3 to 4 variations of caro kann. There are many variations, but the main 3 4 variations, and that would be till a small maybe 2 3 moves or all other things. But today I am going to take the main line, the classical variation in depth. Okay, so I am gonna make 3 videos. In this video, we are going to talk on the introduction, the history of caro kann, and also on the main line, that is the classical variation. After that, we next video I am going to teach you advanced variation, and another video I am going to teach you the exchange variation. Okay, so this is my basic plan. I am also thinking to go for the Pano-Butnevik attack and fantasy variation and Vendevir attack and many other things, but for now I am just planning to move for this 3 video, and in future I will see if you all want videos on other variations too and in more depth. Tell me, I will find out and make it for you too, guys. Okay, so let's start for today. First, let us know what is caro kann. Let's just flip the board as we are black in the caro kann. Now see, first thing, caro kann, the name of it is not caro kann, it is caro kann defense. So one thing what you should understand very well is you are playing, it is a opening for black. Okay, any opening gives equality to both the color. There is no opening that will make any color giving a huge advantage. If it was such that any opening is giving a huge advantage to one person, then every person would play that opening only, and like there would be analysis on the chessboard, rather there would be by-hearting of opening just. So no opening gives you advantage. These are the different play styles. The only thing is which play style you like, on that basis you have to select the opening. And opening, I again repeat, gives equality to both the players. Okay, so let's start. Now generally e4 is played at first move. Now the most common reply was e5. Okay, that is king's pawns opening. So this is, I think so everyone knows, I am not going in detail. But what happened was, sometimes people get bored or people think let's try some new things. So what people started to play was, they started to play d4, Scandinavian defense. Like in this you will play d4, pawn will kill the pawn, queen will kill the pawn, knight will kill, queen will go here. There is another thing, rather than killing, many people take the knight out. I am not saying that is wrong, that is also okay, but this is the main and the starting way when Scandinavian was played. This is a later and newer invention in Scandinavian, taking the knight on f6. Okay, now this was Scandinavian defense. Now people didn't also wanted, some people didn't wanted to get their queen out so early, and I would also not recommend you to do that. So what people started was to play e6 first to give the support on d5 pawn, and later on push the d5. This is called as e4, e6 is called as French defense. Over here, white will most logical move, controlling the center. Okay, and this was the best move for white, I would say. Black goes for d5, first preparing, then for d5 push and then playing. Now the problem was, now this is French defense. Okay, in this there are again 3 variations. One is the classical variation, or you can even say Tarrasch variation, taking a knight over here to defend. There are many variations, not just 3, but these are the 3 main variations which are generally counted. Another is exchange. When it comes to knight over here, okay. When it comes to exchange, it's very normal for black. Black can play it easily. Okay, white will kill, black will kill, and it's over. Like black bishop is open, why black doesn't face any problem. Now what problem came was, the main problem what came was e6, e5, sorry, e5, the advanced variation. The pawn got advanced, and the problem was pawn also covers out this square for the knight and also block this pawn to move ahead, or even like this or like this. So this pawn is blocked, and now because of this pawn, even this bishop is blocked. So I know you can get this knight out over here, and all, but still knight loses his main square in this. So this was a few reasons which were creating problem for black. and especially this bishop. This was the biggest problem for black, and it is really difficult to get out this bishop in the French defense out of your pawns. Like you have to play this, and then get out. I'm not saying play all that immediately, but this is the idea, main idea in the French defense, to get that bishop out. And with the support of knight, his bishop will kill you, and you will kill with the knight. Okay, so that is the main idea. But the question is, it is really difficult. It looks easy, but it is not that easy. It is even said, if you are able to get the bishop out in French defense, then you will have learned the chess very well. That's also it is called. But rather, so to remove this problem of the bishop, caro kann was invented. Now see, what is caro kann? Similar idea without using this pawn. Okay, let's go back and e4, and now see, we wanted to give support over here. We are not at all interested in playing this, correct? We are not interested in giving support by e pawn. We just need a support by any means by any pawn. So we can even use c6, correct guys? So that was the plan. This is caro kann. E4, c6, d4, most logical move, controlling the center, and d5. c6 was to preparation for the d5 push. Now what happens is, again there are three variations. See, if first you can take as classical variation knight, sorry, arrow went wrong, knight c3. Okay, knight c3 protecting the pawn. Many people like to play knight d2 like Tarash variation. The results come one and the same, because you take knight over here or here, black is gonna kill you and then you are gonna kill back. So it doesn't matter where you take the knight, but rather I would say take on c3, that is better. Okay, in case if sometime black plays something unusual and doesn't kill, then that would be a better choice for you. Yeah, another important thing what I would say is, actually black should always kill over here in classical variation. Yeah, now second is exchange variation. If black kills, white kills, black also kills with the pawn, and it's a very easy game for both to develop and all, but it is very, you can say, mechanical. It is like you have to know, it is very tricky, very strategic, and very calculative. Every move you have to be very cautious, or else you will lose a little bit of positional advantage, and opponent will get a good placement. It is very technical variation, you can say, exchange variation. Then another important thing is advance. Now this is where caro kann gets an edge over the French. In other variations also caro kann get an edge over the French, but here is the maximum advantage of the caro kann over French defense, and that is playing the bishop over here. Means here when there was a e6, the bishop was blocked, but in caro kann what black do is, black just as fast as you can, black just gets out his bishop. Then you can say, like for example, white will play a move like you can take the knight over here, and then you can play e6. Okay, then bishop d3 and all you will kill, queen will kill. So forget, I will teach you an advanced variation in detail in the next video. What I mean to say is, just get the bishop out of the pawn structure. You don't mind exchanging that bad bishop. That bishop is bad for you as all your pawns are on the white color. So your bishop cannot move or do much things. So it is good if you can exchange. White will exchange that bishop, and that's good for you. You don't have a bishop blocked over here, and you can do a very easy development like this. Getting this knight over here, then you can get this knight over here, or over here, or by play push the c5 and get the knight over here, and this is the math. So you can apply the pressure over here by 4 pieces: knight attacking here, pawn attacking here, knight attacking from here, and another is queen b6 coming and attacking from here. If you want to put pressure over there, or you can keep knight over here, you can take your knight over here and then over here when you play c4. Okay, so that won't be a problem. Your knight is supporting the pawn, so you can push earlier and then take your knight on c6 and open the bishop too. So that's good. So this was the main thing about the caro kann in the advanced variation. So, and the only disadvantage why people say in the caro kann is, where compared to c5, like you play immediately Sicilian defense, e4, and you play c5, while in caro kann what happens is, you have to first play c6, and it is sure later on you have to play c5 to give us a breakout, center break. To break the center you have to play c5, that is sure. So you just waste a move playing c6 when you have to in future play c5. That is the reason why some people don't like caro kann, where you waste a move over here. But I would say caro kann is a very solid opening choice and it's really good for any player. But remember guys, whenever you choose a opening, you must play that opening for 6 months to a year. Then you will become good at it and then you will know how that opening actually works. Otherwise, playing for few games and you will say, no, this is not good or this is very good. That is actually a wrong answer from your side or wrong analysis from your side. So keep that in your mind. And especially opening like caro kann, it is a very solid defense. White can, I am not saying white cannot win. White can also win, black can also win, but you can say that black has a very solid defense. It is not that easy for the white to win. White has to struggle a lot, and after that white can go and win. Yeah, if black should also know opening in detail so that he doesn't fall in any traps, but otherwise it is not an easy day for white. White has to struggle a lot for win. Yeah, because black has a very solid pawn structure and a very solid defense. In fact, you can say black has no weakness only. There is no weakness left in the black's camp. Maybe if you can say at max a b7 pawn, because this bishop would have been moved out. That can be the maximum thing what you can say. Otherwise, there is no weakness. Okay, so let's go to the today's main line advanced variation, and let's start. Let's be quick on this now. E4, c6, d4, d5. Sorry, advanced variation not today. We are going on classical variation, the main line. Okay, so let's go to the main line, and knight is over here. Knight c3. This is the main line classical variation. Okay, what will I do is I will just a second. I will just start a new one, and afterwards I will give you a that writing also. Okay, that notations in the later. I will just give you you can write it in the book I am saying, and you can write in the book, or else I will give you show you the notations at the end. You can just take your book, paper, pen, and you can copy it. You can currently concentrate over here. E4, c6, d4, d5. Okay, white plays knight c3, developing a piece and supporting a pawn. Black will kill. Why? Let's see. Knight will kill. White gets centralized piece centralization. Okay, now black develops with a tempo. Okay, to black doesn't waste a move over here. Now what white do is white does a counter attack. It defends its knight while attacking the black bishop. It just moves out this knight away on the g3 and g3 and will attack the bishop on f5, and then bishop will has to go back. That is bishop g6. After this, now there is a trap which white can set, that is h4. Now h4 is really good move, gaining space on the king side and also trying to trap out the bishop. See, bishop has lost. Bishop doesn't have any square on this diagonal, and none of the squares are free behind. So idea is to play h5 and kill that bishop anyhow. Okay, so now black has only one option, and black, it is good option. It is not bad. Okay, playing h6. h6 is good. It is not bad. You are making a room for a bishop to retreat back. Now white can immediately play h5 and later on play an f3, but rather I would say first go for an f3. This is the variation even what I prefer and what I have seen majority people playing against me, because I am a caro kann player. And knight d7. Simple. He is developing a knight. Black will say, okay, I will also develop a knight. Sir, one question. Why are we not developing f6 knight? Because actually if we see, generally f6 knight and f3 knight are always developed first. Actually that is more crucial. We have heard from many people, yeah, actually this knight is generally developed first, but the reason is, if you develop this knight over here, this knight will come and sit on your head ahead. You don't have d pawn to kick it out, and we don't want to play f6. And don't play f6 in caro kann like this. You will completely weaken your king side pawn structure. Like you will make two holes over here where knight can come sit and get outposted. So it would be really difficult day for you in that case. So don't do such mistakes. So we don't want this knight to come over here. Okay. So what I was telling was, so we play knight d7 to stop the knight coming over here. In case he comes, like we can kill, he will kill, and we can just break out his castle, and then get the rook over here, or we can even do a long castle and attack with the rook and give him a check. So he wastes out two moves on the king. One is moving it here and he moves over here. And when you are 2 to 3 moves ahead of your opponent, it is said you are on the winning position. You have a sufficient advantage to win. So you already get 2 moves ahead, and you have to find, so you can, once you have some, you gain experience in such type of games, you will easily defeat your opponent. So make sure to play caro kann daily. Daily at least one game caro kann must be played. Okay, you should play more, but at least one game. Yeah, another important thing, after knight d7, now white plays h5, black retreats the bishop, bishop h7, and now white plays bishop d3. Why so? See, white thinks black has wasted so many moves on the bishop. First it to get over here, then get behind, then play a pawn for it, and another get behind. So four moves, correct? 1, 2, 3, and 4. There are 4 red squares. You can see the 4 moves. So white says, let me exchange it bishop for one move. Okay. And what black thinks is, I have to play e6. That is for sure. My all the pawns are going to be on white. So it is good for me that I am exchanging out the black bishop, white squared bishop, means the light squared bishop. Okay. So black also agrees the exchange. He plays this. That is bishop d3, queen bishop cross d3, queen cross d3, and after that here you can say there are two variations. One was Gary Kasparov was the one who used to play queen c7. Both variations are good. Okay guys, both variations are good. Both have their different lines. So see this, queen c7 is one variation, and another variation is to play e6. Now actually if you see, many things at the end come same only or similar in the both the variations. Okay, the queen will at the end come on c7 only. If you like here, and you have to play e6 later, where you can play e6 earlier. First let's go with the queen a5 variation. Okay, so first we will go with the e6 variation, that is e6. We open up the bishop over here, and black takes out this square of our queen, where queen must be played, where we were planning to take the queen. Now after this you can say that what black will do is, black will play queen a5. White cannot stop both the squares anyway, so it just plays queen a5. You can play c3, never mind, white can easily play bishop over here, and then later knight over here. Now and then can castle. Now what the thing is, generally the best move is said to be taking the bishop d2. And in queen c7 variation, instead of playing e6, what happens is you play queen c7 over here, and he develops out his bishop. Afterwards you play e6, and then white goes for a long castle. And the similar things are going to happen over here. You can say it, but in that bishop is placed on d6, which is not being placed over here. Bishop b4, bishop b4, and now white plays c3. Now what happens is white has to play c4, that is for sure. So what black did was, black forced white to push the pawn on c3 and make him waste a move, instead of which he got a piece development. He wasted a move over there and got a piece development. Okay. Now what happens is, someone if you guys think what he kills, see, if he kills, queen will kill, and there is a double attack over here, king on the pawn. Okay, from the queen is over here, right? So white is forced to put down the queen in between, and we can say after that black will kill, black will kill, and white will kill. So white will have a little bit not so good pawn structure for the end game. Black will have a edge in the end game because of the pawn structure. So, and in such case, I think so knight g6 is the best move after that. But you can also think about the b5. b5 is not showing in the best move, but the idea of b5 is really good, stopping this pawn over here. So guys, just think on it. In fact, other than b5, we can also think on c5, that if he kills, we can kill back, and if it doesn't kill, we can just go for this push and stop both the pawns with our one pawn. So there are many ideas in the end game you can go on, but what I wanted to say is, exchange of bishop is not good for white currently. Anyhow, you can check it out on the engine too. Okay guys, so what was I telling? Next is this thing, c3. c3 is preferred move for the white. It is given in the opening theory, and after that there are two good options. One is bishop e7, that gives equality, and bishop d6. Bishop d6, I like to play bishop d6, that is also good. You can go for that, bishop d6 or bishop d7. Actually both are almost equal, both have their in this variation I will show bishop e7, and in other variation I will show bishop d6. You can keep it change as per your need. If you want to play any, you can play any. Okay. A bishop e7. Now here white will play c4, attacking the queen. Queen will retreat and again come to the c7. So things are one and the same what used to be. As I told you, in what you go for queen c7, then you go for e6, and then you take bishop on e7 or d6, wherever you like. I generally place on d6. It attacks on knight, so white cannot immediately play over here. Okay, c4. White has to first move his knight out. So that all are the things, but that's what I mean to say. If you go for the queen a5 variation, means e6 and queen a5 variation, then I would say play bishop e7. And if you go for that direct queen c7 variation, then queen bishop d6 is a bit better. Both the variation have different placement of bishop, I would say rather. After this, we played queen c7. White will go for a castling. Knight gf6 from the black side, long castle of the white. Then knight gf6, and after that you see white has to play king b1. Okay, king b1 is a very important move, because if you don't go for that now, black will get an advantage and he will get an attack over your this long side castle, means the queen side, where your king is standing currently in long castle. Why? That is a completely different opening theory. I will come on that point later on. I will make a separate video on this point, but currently I cannot cover it. It's a bit longer topic. Okay, so for now, just understand white has to play king b1, and after that, over here now black can go for a short castle. See, we went for e6 queen a5 variation. We did short castle. Okay, now I am giving you a photo over here, so you will yourself be able to see and write out the variation. Okay, and after that what you all can do is yeah, just a second, or else I won't be able to give you a photo over here. So you can just put it in the comment box, and then I will do one thing, guys. You can put it in the comment box and I will send you your photo. Just put me your Gmail ID in the comment box and I will send you the photo of all the notes of caro kann with all the detailed variation. Okay, so you will get all the detailed variation, and there are also explanation written. Yeah, the notes are in English, telling you clearly. First update. Okay, yeah, guys, let's take a break of just 10 seconds, and then I will continue with the other variation. Yeah, other variation not means that queen c7 variation. Okay, and then we will finish off with this line. Okay. Okay, guys, so let's start. Here queen kills on the bishop d3. I am showing you the other queen c7 variation, and what we do is, just a second, yeah, what we do is, now see, what the black said, you develop a knight, I will develop a knight. Similarly, again, white developed a queen, black says okay, I will also develop a queen, and I won't let that bishop develop over here, and I will also take that square. So that is the idea behind the queen c7. I think so. Gary Kasparov was the grandmaster who used to play queen c7. That variation is actually played by, I actually don't remember the name exactly what is Gary Kasparov or anyone else, but I think so 95% it was Gary Kasparov only. Yeah, Gary Kasparov was the grandmaster who used to play queen c7 variation. Now let's go ahead and let's see this. Now what he will do is he will play bishop d2. Don't go for a short castle, your pawn is overextended. Don't do that mistake. Okay, and now see this. Now white will go for e6 variation. You see on if you look out on the things look almost same. It doesn't matter like what are you playing and all. Now here you can go for c4, or you can even go for rook over here. Okay, after that knight f6, then okay, you can go for long castle. Black white will go for long castle, then you can take the knight gf6 and then c4 from the white, and now bishop d6. Now see what happens is this knight has to come over here. First thing one over here before starting anything else. See, if you look at the game now, black has a very solid pawn structure. No defense, no weakness, no overextended pawns or no hanging pawns like this. Okay, white has center control over here on this extra square, where compared to black has a extra grip on this square. First thing. Second thing, it is not that easy for black to play like c5 immediately or means blindly, because otherwise black gets a good outpost over here. So white has also to think on that point too. Okay, so I am not saying don't play c5, but you have to understand all the things. Okay, for that first. Then another important thing over here is, see, this white knight has been misplaced. If you see, this knight is like is useless in the game currently. White has to make some problem here. This knight is a problem for white. White has to resolve this problem. He has to get rid of this knight, or maneuver it someone a good place or something. Okay, so now, and you can say just maximum black knight is not that active compared to other knight, but still it's okay. It will help you in c5 push and many other things. So this knight is good compared to still this knight. Black has a better position according to in the placement of knight. Now over here black has a slight advantage as per the engine, that is of minus 0.3. Okay, so that you can count it. It is equal to very less advantage. Okay, guys. So let's just quickly finish up with the things. And oh shit. Okay, guys. So let's finish this off. I am just joining two videos. I have started a new video from over here. So in case there is any problem in miss and match something, so I think so you will understand it. So just understand the situation. I have just joined two videos. The second video I have joined over here. Okay. Now let's just finish up with the things. Yeah. So actually I had doubt in last video, did I on the mic or not. So I just checked, stopped the recording and checked, but the mic was on luckily. So no need for me to record again. And let's start. Now see what, as I told you about the situation, that white has an overextended pawn and white has to keep something to defend it. If it and over here when we will bishop d6, there is a pressure coming on this knight. Okay, so white or black always keeps an eye on this pawn, and white has to block out some of his pieces, make sure some of his pieces standing there to save the pawn. Another important thing, white cannot easily play g4 even if the knight has moved from here, because knight is attacking. So that is not that easy for white. Okay. Now white plays a knight over here because white has to get rid of this knight. Anyhow, that is not a good knight for white. So what black does is simply killing the knight. Knight e4, knight cross e4, queen cross e4, and knight f6 again, and black gets the d7 knight more active. Over here white queen falls back to e2. You can take it back over here, but rather I would say, because if black goes for a long castle in this, if not black goes for a long castle only in this situation. Okay, so in this situation you can go for other moves like b5 and all, playing a bit more aggressive, but b5 or c5, or rather just ignore b5 c5. I would say long castle is good. Okay, long castle is good in this situation. Yeah, you can go for a long castle. Okay, guys. So secondly, let's just go for a long castle. In fact, I would say short castle is also good. You can go for any, whichever you want. And just a second, I will go few moves back. c4, bishop over here. Yeah, this. And after that, black will go for a long castle. And white plays king b1, which is a very important move, and then black plays c5. So this is up to the 17 moves which I gave you on the board. So these are a few variations which are the main line which I wanted to show you. Okay, I haven't included carpo variation in this of the main line carpo variation, but I think so this much is sufficient for you guys. Okay, so I think so let's stop our video over here, and I will just give a fast quick summary of the things. First we looked out at three variations. First variation e4 c6. Okay, see e4, just a second. This is caro kann. Okay. This is caro kann defense, playing till d5. Now there are three variations. First is knight c3, classical variation. Another is exchange variation, both sides kills each other's pawns. And another is advanced variation, and pawn moves ahead. Okay, pawn advances, so it is called the advanced variation. Now today we are going to look at the main line, that is the classical variation, knight c3. And after that, what black plays is, just a second guys, I will just pause the video and then, okay, so let's start. And after that, what we do is we just simply just click on go through the moves. Pawn takes e cross, d cross e4, knight takes e4, bishop f4 with the tempo developing the bishop, knight g3 with the tempo taking and defending the knight, bishop g6, h4 trying to trap the bishop, h6 making a space for bishop, knight f3 developing a knight, knight d7 developing a knight, bishop h5 first, taking the bishop back on bishop h7, bishop d3 offering the exchange, bishop cross 3, queen cross d3, bishop action takes place on the board, and now here is a e6 variation, that is e6, bishop f4, queen a5 check, and then bishop d2, bishop b5, sorry, bishop b4, and then white plays c3, attacking the bishop, bishop e7, taking the bishop back, c4, giving a discard attack on the queen, and queen c7, which is the best square for the queen. Queen takes it back when he stopped by playing bishop f4, and then white does a long castle after queen c7. Black plays knight gf6, white takes his king back, king b1, and then black goes for a short castle. Okay guys, this variation is done over here, and let's go to the other variation, that is that I told you, queen c7 variation. So over here, bishop action takes place, and black goes, instead of playing e6, black plays directly queen e7, which queen afterwards retreats and comes. Okay, so queen c7, bishop d2, and then king e6, then king c1. Okay, sorry, not king c1, sorry guys, extremely sorry. And white does a long castle over here, and knight gf6 from black side, and then c4 from white side, trying to control the center and opening, and trying to also use the c5 push whenever needed. And bishop d6, in fact d5 push is also good, because that is opening the line for attack when it is killed with the e pawn, and you can stop the black's castle. So in future that can be useful. Bishop d6, there is an attack on the knight over here, and chance to lose a pawn because there are two attackers. So white has to play that move. Knight cross knight e4, knight e4, knight cross e4, queen cross e4, knight f6, and then queen falls back to queen e2. Black does a long castle, you can even go for a short castle, and then white plays king b1 and c5 from the black. Over here actually white doesn't kill the pawn, that would be bad for the white, as black bishop gets more active in such situations. Rather white will play bishop f3, placing the bishop on long diagonal and defending the pawn. Okay, and also getting his bishop more active. So white should play bishop f3 over here. Okay, done guys. So ahead you can play by yourself. Okay guys, so let's stop this video over here. Okay, bye bye, and wait for my next video of the advanced caro kann advanced, and after advanced variation, and then I will come up on the exchange variation, Tano-Botnovic attack, and all the other things. And then there would be a video in which I will take out all the other variations like fantasy variation, Vanderveer, and many other. Okay guys, so I think we will cover out the caro kann in 4 to 5 classes.